Within the framework of cultural politics that derived from the revolutionary movement, the importance of preserving and protecting Mexico's artistic, historical, and archaeological monuments was clearly defined. This vision made it possible to open new museums to house the country's assets, as well as to create new libraries that contributed to strengthening national identity. With this in mind, the Inspector General of Artistic Monuments and Natural Treasures of the Mexican Republic was created, a dependent of the Secretariat of Public Education and the Office of Fine Arts. In 1914, President Venustiano Carranza named Jorge Enciso, an artist from Guadalajara, Inspector General. The work of Jorge Enciso in inspecting monuments aimed to gather objects with artistic and historical merit that were stored in temples and convents that had been closed since the enactment of the Reform Laws in 1857. Enciso was also responsible for establishing guidelines that would allow for preservation of artistic and historical objects, an action that extended to almost every state in the country. In Guadalajara, Jalisco, Ixca Farias was named local inspector with the authority to designate additional local inspectors for different municipalities. Joaquin Camberos stands out in his position for the municipality of Sayula, as do Alfredo Levy for Chapala and Julio G. Solórzano for Ameghua. On November 16, 1916, 2 years before the museum's inauguration, the Secretariat of Public Education and Fine Arts issued the Law of Artistic and Historical Monument Inspection that defined the inspection and preservation of artistic, historical, and natural treasures regulations and gave Ixca Farias official power to conduct the business of finding and rescuing different works. This defined the importance of artistic and historical objects for society in being considered national heritage and was a fundamental part of history and art in Mexico. The inspection of monuments was authorized by the Secretariat of Finance to extend Ixca Farias' appointment so that he could travel the city and, from the temples and convents that had been closed down in Guadalajara, he could obtain furniture, paintings, and other artistic objects that ultimately, along with donations from friends and society in general, would make up part of the museum's original collection. In 1920, the first hall dedicated to archaeology was opened. The pieces exhibited were replicates donated by the National Museum of Anthropology, History, and Ethnography in Mexico City. The pre-Hispanic heritage from the region was obtained through donations from Jalisco Society.